Hi, I'm Dr. Shannon Bomar, Director of Product Programming at MedStudy, and I'd like to introduce you to your new study partner, MedStudy's personal trainer. Let's take a look and set up a personal trainer together. As you set up personal trainer, your trainer will guide you through setup decisions that will ultimately shape your study plan. First, I'll tell my trainer a little bit about myself. I'll select my professional title as a medical student. Now I'll tell my trainer which year I'm going to graduate. Now, my personal trainer will prompt me to identify my study goal as a means of determining the best study plan to help me reach my goal. For example, if I'm studying in preparation for an exam, I'll be studying with an exam deadline in mind, so personal trainer will help me keep a consistent pace as I progress through the content. But I might also be studying the medical student core as an aid to my medical school coursework. In this instance, personal trainer will allow me to choose whether I'd like to set a time frame and pace, or whether I'll study at my own pace as my course progresses. I'm going to tell trainer that I'm studying to aid my medical school progress, and then I have a choice to set a date for reaching a study goal. If I elect to set a date for reaching my study goal, then my trainer will ask me when I will start studying and when I would like to finish. You'll see in a moment that my trainer will use these dates to guide me toward a study pace to help me reach my goal. I'll tell trainer that I would like to set a date. Now my trainer knows that I have not only the medical student core, but also a Step 1 Q&A bank and a Step 2 Q&A bank. Because I have both, I can tell the trainer which set of Q&As I would like to use in my study currently. I'll choose Step 1. Now my trainer recognizes that I am studying the medical student core, and it displays every section in the core. This is part of defining what I will study. Since I'm currently taking coursework on cardiology, gastroenterology, and endocrinology, I'll select those 3 sections to study. From here, I can remove any sections I do not wish to study. I'll leave cardiology. I'll leave gastro, and I'll leave endocrinology, and I'll remove the rest of the sections. Now I can come back later and add these if I'd like to. I can also reorder my sections. For instance, I may decide that I'd like to study endocrinology before gastroenterology. All the sections I'm skipping are here on the right, and I could choose to add those back if I'd like to. But for now, I'm going to stick with the 3 I've selected. Now my trainer is asking me when I would like to start studying. I'll start today. And because I'm studying along with my coursework that will finish in December, I'm going to set my end date for December. Now, personal trainer assessed my responses to these questions and is now recommending a weekly study pace that will allow me to meet my goal if I study consistently. My study pace is the number of pages I'll need to study each week to meet my goal. In other words, if I study at this pace each week between now and my study end date, I'll have studied all of the content I need to study by that date. But remember, personal trainer was made to help you study successfully in the real world. We know it will be difficult, if not impossible, to keep that consistent pace. Personal trainer is ready for real-life curveballs. To learn more about how personal trainer adjusts for real life, check out the video on the weekly study check-in. So personal trainer will use my study pace and set up my study plan and then load my first week's study plan on my study board. Now I can adjust my pace. I can move it up, I can also move it down. But if I go below the recommended study pace, my trainer will warn me that at that pace I won't reach my goal on time. So for today, I'm going to stick with the recommended study pace. I'll click Save, and my trainer will start my study board. Now, personal trainer used my study pace to determine how many study units from the core sections I selected should be studied this week. Those study units you can see now are loaded into my preview column. Now, the first day after setting up my personal trainer, my study session looks a little differently. On my first day following setup, I need to jumpstart my first study session by previewing the study units in my preview column. Check out the next video on daily study sessions to learn more about why this preview is a key to long-term learning, and how to study strong in each study session. Happy studying!